Indians are on the air. Brought to you by Toyota, MLB Network, Elements Financial, Cammie's Fine Jewelers, and now, your Indianapolis Indians.
And good evening, everybody. Howard Kellman, Andrew Kappas, and we welcome you to Indianapolis Indians baseball. Tonight, we're at Victory Field in downtown Indianapolis. The Indians host the Memphis Redbirds in the fourth game of a six-game series, and things have gone well for the Indians so far. They have won 2 of the 3 games in this series, and they won 4 of 6 in Louisville. So, in the second half of the season, the Indians are 6-3, playing good ball, only a game out of first place in the International League West Division. Meanwhile, Memphis was above 500 in the first half of the season, but Memphis is 2-7, off very slowly in the second half. Night game tomorrow, 7:05. Day game Sunday, 1:35. And these are your last 2 chances to watch the Indianapolis Indians in over 2 weeks, because we have the 4-day All-Star break beginning Monday. The Indians resume play in Omaha a week from tonight, play a weekend series there. Then the following Monday, a week from Monday, is a day off. And then they play a 6-game series in Des Moines against the Iowa Cubs. So they will not be back at Victory Field until 2 weeks from Tuesday, when they host the Louisville Bats, Cincinnati's AAA team. So come on out tomorrow or Sunday and watch the Indianapolis Indians right before the All-Star break. And the Indians take the field. It's a beautiful night, 86 degrees, mostly clear skies, the wind blowing out to right field. Andrew will be back with the lineups and the batting orders and the starting pitchers on this, the Indianapolis Indians Broadcast Network.
Hey, Indians fans, looking for more home run savings on Moore selection? Head over to Andy Moore Nissan in Avon. Shop hundreds of your favorite new Nissans, including our Major League lineup of commercial vehicles and Rocky Ridge trucks. Our all-star financing team will help you get approved and on the road in no time. And when you need to service your vehicle, check out our state-of-the-art Premier Express Service Center. Get your Grand Slam deal today at Andy Moore Nissan in Avon, where more means more. Online at AndyMooreAvonNissan.com.
Failed sump pump, flooded basement, water damage happens fast this time of year. For over 41 years, Hayes & Sons has been restoring water damage in Indiana homes and businesses. They'll help you navigate your insurance claim and get your life back on track. So when a water disaster strikes, tell your insurance agent you want Hayes & Sons for your restoration work. For more information, please visit HayesandSons.com.
Hi, I'm Mike Nealon, owner of Master Jewelers in Castleton. I'd like to invite you to bring your old or out-of-style jewelry in and have our in-store master craftsmen refashion, repair, remount, or restyle those old pieces. You can use it as a trade-in or for an upgrade, or utilize it as equity toward a brand new piece. Visit Master Jewelers and see our beautiful selection of loose diamonds, engagement rings, earrings, and stylish bracelets. Master Jewelers, best price, designer quality and style, and extreme value.
Master Jewelers.
And now, back to the ballpark. It's your Indianapolis Indians. Powered by Citizens Energy Group, Toyota, and Monarch Beverage. Live coverage of the Indianapolis Indians is on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
A beautiful night baseball here at Victory Field as the Indians getting set to host the Memphis Redbirds. And boy, it has cooled down a bit from what we saw, the mugginess of earlier this week. That humidity might return later on this weekend, but at least we can enjoy it for a Friday night with sunny skies above us, a pleasant breeze that has picked up in the last half hour or so, blowing from left to right. And the Indians in their alternate red jerseys tonight, ready to go with right-hander J.C. Flowers on the mound. Now, we do expect Jared Jones to follow follow him. Jones was going through his normal warm-up routine alongside Flowers down the left field line, so it looks like just an opener situation for the righty Flowers. 25 years of age from Orange Park, Florida, drafted by the Pirates in the 4th round back in 2019 out of Florida State. This will be his 3rd start, but all of them have been similar in an opening situation. 1-1 record, a 9.43 ERA. The strikeout numbers are there, 33 in 27 innings, but base running traffic has been an issue. He has a whip of about 2.2, so his key in this first time through the order to try to get through it cleanly and hand a clean scorecard over to Jared Jones, who will be doing the lion's share of the work here tonight. Looking at the lineup for the Memphis Redbirds, they have a big name in their lineup, as they have as the rehabbing Tyler O'Neill in the 3 spot on his way back to join St. Louis, who is scuffling here lately. Their series in Miami, losing on a wacky Jordan Hicks errant throw down the line. But O'Neill in the 3 spot for Memphis. Flowers ready to go on the Victory Field mound. Here with the first pitch is Howard.
Andrew, thank you very much, and wherever you are on this Friday evening, thank you for joining us, and we certainly hope you enjoy Indianapolis Indians baseball. Mason Wynn stands in. The first pitch of the game, a fastball inside, ball 1. We're underway from Victory Field in the capital city. It is 86 degrees, a beautiful night. Fastball a little bit outside, ball 2, 2-0. Wind blowing out to right field, and mostly clear skies. The 2-0 pitch is way inside, ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. Jared Jones, who will follow Flowers, is a talented young prospect. Fastball, strike at the knees. Aaron Shackelford playing first. Alika Williams at second. Leovar Peguero at short. Vinny Capra, the third baseman. 3-1 pitch. He looked as if he went. He did at a slider that was way outside and low. Couldn't check it, and the count's full. Right-hander looks in, and his 3-2 delivery. Oh, a little bit low. Very close. Fastball over the plate, but low. Ball 4. That's a leadoff walk.
Yeah, I thought they might have gotten the lower third of the zone there, Howard, but with the ABS in effect, the Indians maybe not wanting to use it this early on in the game. Looked like it got the lower third, but might have been a bit low, and this has been an issue for Flowers, as we talked about. That's his 25th walk of the year.
And how many innings?
27 2/3.
Just really rough. Here's Matt Koperniak, hitting .263. Left-hand battery, takes way outside and high. Miguel Andujar is in left, Ryan Valade in center, Kanan Smith and Jigba in right. Grant Cook catching, and as Andrew told you, J.C. Flowers pitching. Wynn leads away. And the pitch swung on, hit in the air to right field, right at Smith and Jigba, comes in, makes a one-hand catch, one away. A very large crowd on hand, a fireworks Friday. And the batter is the rehabbing Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill 1-for-6 during the rehab assignment, batting .167. The Indians infield at double play depth. Outfielders straight away, as are the infielders. And a fastball is a strike above the knees, outside corner. Juan Yepes, who like O'Neill is a right-hand batter, is on deck. Wynn leads. The pitch is outside. Mason Wynn has 14 steals in 15 attempts, a very highly touted prospect. He's the base runner at first. Shackelford holds him aboard. The 1-1 delivery is on the way. It's a check swing foul to the right of the plate off his slider. Pitch was in, strike 2. Vince Morales, our producer-director on Bally Live. Austin Cook, Fox Sports 1260 WNDE, in studio. And the pitch is a little bit high, ball 2.
And it did a nice job of getting ahead of O'Neill, but Try to get the upper third there, just left it a bit too high above the belt.
2-2 pitch. Little outside. He didn't want to go to 3-2, but he has.
Now you mentioned Wynn's base running success. Wonder if they might put him in motion here on this full count offering.
I think there's a very good chance he will be. Flowers stretches and sets. Throw over and a high throw. Wynn dives back safely. As mentioned, 14 steals in 15 attempts. Why wouldn't you start him? The right-hander's stretch. His set. Wynn's running, and the pitch is fouled straight back above us and out of play. And it holds at 3-2. Memphis took 5 of 6 from the Indians in Memphis in late April. The Indians have won 2 of the first 3 in this series. Wynn leads away. Flowers to the belt. Wynn goes. The pitch line to base hit left field, and Wynn will continue on to third base and make it safely. There's the benefit of having him running. Had he not been running, he wouldn't have been able to go to third, and Duhar flips the ball back in. And with 1 out, Memphis has him at the corners.
And that's the danger of early traffic, and it's been a problem, as we mentioned, for Flowers all year. It kind of limits your playbook. And you mentioned Howard not wanting to go to 3-2 on O'Neill, and that's a big reason why. That's a big league hitter, and he was just able to rip it through the left side.
The batter, Juan Yepes, hitting .211. Right-hand batter, the infield at DP depth. Outfielders slightly around to the right. And a fastball is a strike at the knees. Wynn at third. O'Neill at first. Shackelford holds him aboard. Aaron shading his eyes from the sun. The runners lead, and the pitch fouled back out of play, so JC is ahead 0-2. Another right-hand batter, and Moises Gomez on deck. Runners again lead first and third. And a breaking ball. His slider is high and away, ball 1. Memphis nothing, the Indians nothing. Top of the first. Flowers stretches, sets, and delivers. Bounce foul, hit it off the end of the bat and fouled it to the right of the plate. Another slider that was outside.
It seems like early on, Flowers has a lot of confidence in that slider. He's thrown it more and more with each passing at bat. He's had a hard time locating the fastball, so right now it's a pitch of comfort for him.
And again, the runners lead. Flowers comes to the belt, and he pitches way outside. Ball 2-2. That, I believe, was a fastball.
And he even took a little bit off of it, too, and still had a hard time clipping that corner. Ended up missing it considerably. See if he goes back to the slider, even at 2-2.
He stretches, runners lead. And the pitch is a slider, low and away, ball 3. Well, he's gone from 0-2 to 3-2. Runners lead away. The right-hander sets. Time is called. It is granted to Juan Yepes.
This is kind of where an opener can get tricky, Howard, as Flowers has thrown 21 pitches, only has 1 out. Now, the idea of the opener is to get through the top of the order without your starter being seen, but what happens if you run into trouble?
Runner goes, pitch line down the right field line. It is foul. It does surprise me because Jared Jones, who will follow Flowers, is a terrific prospect, one of the best they have. Fine young right-hander, and young, he's only 21, but he's got great stuff, terrific competitor. And he continues to warm up in the Indians' bullpen. And again, the runners lead. Runner from first goes, the pitch foul, back out of play. He didn't go that time. He started to go and stop.
Yeah, it raises a predicament if Flowers is unable to get out of the inning himself. You're not going to bring in Jones into a mess like this. He's going to start a clean inning. You almost need to get somebody else up to try to get out of it if it comes to that.
And again, they lead away, throw to first, not in time.
In fact, I think they've done just that. I think the Indians do have activity in the bullpen besides Jones. I think Jones is ready. He's sitting down. I think that's Colin Selby warming up.
And again, the right-hander stretches. The runners lead. O'Neill's running. The pitch foul back out of play. Now, this is something, maybe you can explain this to me. O'Neill ran on the first pitch, didn't run on the second 3-2 pitch, but ran on the last one.
Well, maybe this is an out-of-shape guy talking, but maybe he got tired from the first one, had to rest on the second, now is ready to go for the third. Again, that's just an out-of-shape guy talking.
You got to do your sprints, my boy. Runners again lead. O'Neill does not go. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Peguero to second. Williams to first. Double play. They turned it over. Peguero, Williams, and Shackelford. 6-4-3 at the end of a half inning. Memphis nothing. The Indians coming to bat.
It's that time of year again. Baseball and fun outdoors. Make Family Leisure your one-stop shop for outdoor fun. Family Leisure is the area's largest dealer of pools, spas, patio furniture, play gyms, outdoor rooms, and more. Open 7 days a week at the corner of Pendleton Pike and Oak Landon Road. Or you can shop online at FamilyLeisure.com. Proud sponsor of the Indians for over 20 years. Stop in with the family. Mention Indianapolis Indians and get a free baseball. Family Leisure, where family and fun come together.
Hey baseball fans, have you struck out with your current internet provider? Does their lack of support leave you feeling like you have no bullpen? And does the fact that they don't provide local 24/7, 365 support leave you feeling like you've been tossed from the game? If you're looking to hit a home run and avoid these issues, why not go with local provider 9-Star Connect? They have over 125 years in the business and have helped many people like you win the game. Visit www.9starconnect.com today and see why we are different.
At Great Clips, we know you live a full life, which is why we're full of ways to make getting a great haircut easier. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details, so you can get the look you love from the skilled stylists at any Great Clip salon. Plus, with convenient online check-in, you save time too. So even when you're not thinking about your next haircut, we are. And when you choose Great Clips, it's gonna be great. Download our app today. Join a salon team. Visit jobs.greatclips.com.
Now back to your Indianapolis Indians on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
A lot of action in the top of the first inning, but a big double play allows J.C. Flowers and the Indians to get out of trouble. So now the Indians offense goes to work. Chris Owings will lead it off tonight, followed by the red-hot Alika Williams, and then, of course, Miguel Andujar putting together an MVP-like season, due up third this inning against lefty Andrew Suarez.
Okay, thanks, Andrew. And here is Chris Owings. And a fastball, very close. A little bit outside, ball one. Trace Pereira turns and says something to plate umpire James Jean. Owings a .261 average. He swings and fouls a fastball back on the screen. Taylor Motter playing first. Mason Wynn at second. Yunel Karakudo, the shortstop. Kramer Robertson at third base. And the 1-1 pitch is on the way. Changeup, swing and a miss, strike two. Changeup that was up. Juan Yepes in left. Tyler O'Neill in center. Moises Gomez in right. Trace Pereira catching, Andrew Suarez pitching. Here's a swing and a miss, and he chased a fastball up around his eyes. Strike three, one away.
Suarez is the type of pitcher, Howard, that Owings has definitely faced, being a guy that's seen big league time, but maybe some of these younger hitters haven't, because he is a guy that has a lot of pitches in his bag. He throws 5 primary ones: four-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and a curve.
Kitchen sink. Alika Williams hits it in the air, foul, right side out of play. And like you, he goes by Andrew.
Very formal.
Yes, very
formal. We're all about
proper.
business around here.
It's a business-like approach.
I almost called him Mr. Suarez.
Years ago, it was always Andy. Now, in this day and age, it's Andrew. The one-strike pitch ripped. It's a fair ball down the left field line, bounding around the Indians' bullpen. And Karam's out to Yepes. And Williams into second. He ripped a double.
Oh, he's been red hot, Howard, Alika Williams. That's another base hit for him. Since June the 14th, he's hitting .360. I don't have my calculator handy. That number's going to go up a little bit, though. That's his fourth double since June the 14th. 7 extra base hits in that span.
And the batter, Miguel Andujar. As Andrew mentioned earlier, he's having an MVP-type season. Hitting .354, 9 homers, 55 RBIs. He takes low and away ball 1, and he won the game with a sac fly to deep center field last night. Knocked in the winning run in the bottom half of the 9th inning. And a breaking ball low inside a ball. 2-0. Now, I'm still trying to figure out what Ben Johnson did in that there were 4 3-2 pitches with 2 outs, with 1 out rather, and he had O'Neill running on the first and third and not on the second and fourth. Here's a bouncing ball to third. Robertson's got it, holds the runner, fires onto Mater, and that's the second out in the bottom of the first.
Now, definitely could have played a difference with how the inning turned up if he was running on the ground ball.
You're exactly right. They might not have been able to turn over the double play.
And I don't think you feel confident about throwing to second in that scenario with him moving.
Yeah, because that ball wasn't scorched. It was not a typical double play ball. They turned it nicely. Ryan Valade, the batter, and he takes a strike, a belt-high fastball inside corner.
And the difference, Howard, that you can literally see is a run, because a run would have scored. If they would have went to first and not second, only gotten the one, then it would be 1-0 right now.
The 0-1 ground ball wide at first. It's gloved by Mater. He'll race to the bag and beat the batter runner Valade, and the inning is over. And at the end of 1, Memphis nothing, the Indians nothing.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with things I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of the disease called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, straight lines seem wavy, like when looking at a door frame. For others, blurry or missing spots can make it hard to read or see loved ones' faces. Many have trouble seeing in low light, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. Talk to your eye doctor about GA today. Learn more at GAWon'tWait.com. That's GAWon'tWait.com.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facility safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Back to the Indianapolis Indians on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
Great to see Jack Zawacki, Ethan Zawacki, and Joel Zawacki in the booth. And we go to the top of the second on a beautiful night in central Indiana. Moises Gomez leading off.
And Jared Jones pitching, Howard. As expected, the opener is through with J.C. Flowers working the first inning, using a double play to get out of it. But we've talked about it a lot, Howard. This is one of the top pitching prospects in the Pirates system. So young. He's going to be younger than just about anybody he faces at this level.
21 years old. Moise Gomez hitting .230. And a fastball is a strike at 96 miles an hour.
96, which is on par. He's got a fastball, a changeup, a slider, and a curve. That fastball, Howard, will average about 97, but can touch higher.
And a fastball is a little low. I had a nice conversation with him a few days ago in the Indians clubhouse. I said, "Are you a max effort guy?" He said, "I'm about 90%, and then with 2 strikes I get to max effort." And there is and that was a terrific slider. Started out inside, cut over the plate, and he had Gomez backing away. The 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball 2.
Now, that slider is such a great compliment to his fastball, too, because you mentioned it, Howard. Out of the hand, it looks really similar, and the velo's not that much different either. His slider was at 91. It gets to you pretty quick and has some late break to it. As you mentioned, Gomez backed out of the way thinking it was a fastball coming in. Instead, it was a slider going out and just a little bit off the plate.
And the right-handers, 2-2 delivered. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
That might have been his changeup. Good time to use it, and Jones has his first strikeout. Takes a walk around the mound. A much better beginning for the Indians here in the second compared to the first.
Now Taylor Motter, hitting .239, 7 homers, 24 RBIs. Fastball a little bit low, 97 miles an hour. Andrew hit right at the spot. He's only 21 years old, is Jared Jones. A great arm. He's also a terrific competitor. Fastball swing and a miss. He's got the chance to be an excellent major league pitcher. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, bases empty, top of the second. The game is scoreless. And the right-hander delivers. Just missed the outside corner. That was very close. And the Indians are challenging. Grant Cook said, let's challenge.
I feel like I'm at Wimbledon as I watch this ball come in.
It's a strike. They win the challenge. It's changed to a strike. It's 1-2. Andy Rodriguez, the Indians' #1 catcher, is at the Futures game. So they win the challenge. It's a strike. It's 1-2. You're allowed 3 challenges if you make a mistake and you're not right. Now, they still have 3 challenges left since they were correct. You're a tennis guy. The 1-2 pitch. Slider, a little bit outside.
I don't know the backstory of how they got that technology, but I swear it looks exactly like what you see in tennis on their challenges.
Tennis, anyone?
Tennis.
2-2 delivery.
It's the French Open.
Outside, ball 3, fastball miss. Trace Barrera on deck. Very large crowd on hand at Victory Field. We'll go at it again tomorrow at 7:05 and Sunday at 1:35. Fastball hit high in the air, down the right field line. Smith and Jigba lines it up, makes a one-hand catch, and they're at 2 away. And that'll bring up Trace Barrera, hitting .207, 4 homers and 17 RBIs. Right-hand batter. Two outs and no one on. The game is scoreless in the top of the second. Jones delivers. Fastball hit in the air, center field. Ryan Valade comes in. Makes a one-hand catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jared Jones. At the end of 1 1/2, Memphis nothing, the Indians nothing.
Did you know that WM and the Indianapolis Indians are teaming up to make Victory Field more sustainable? From recycling education to materials management, WM and the Indians are always working for a sustainable tomorrow. If your business is interested in adopting sustainable practices, please visit WM.com for more information. Brought to you by WM, the official waste disposal and recycling partner of Victory Field.
The Biff Ward Real Estate Group, where experience and excellence meet. $1.7 billion in career sales and counting. Navigating this hot housing market takes a powerhouse team like Biff Ward Real Estate Group. Wondering what your home is worth? Call the Biff Ward Group at 317-590-7871. Biff at TalkToTucker.com. Step up to the plate. Biff Ward will get you home.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, crafted using seltzer water, 5% alcohol, and a hint of fruit flavor. Available in a variety of fruit flavors, including black cherry, mango, watermelon, and strawberry. White Claw Hard Seltzer is your open invitation to escape to pure enjoyment, whatever that means for you. Made simple, because fun always is. When the question is, should we say, let's. White Claw Hard Seltzer. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer works. Chicago, Illinois.
The Indianapolis Indians are always right here on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
And we get ready for the bottom half of the second inning on this beautiful night. Great to see Laura Vest and her family here at the ballpark. Laura is the Director of Administration for the Indiana Sheriff's Association. And the Indiana Sheriff's Association Day will be Sunday, July 30th, Sunday afternoon at Victory Field. We look forward to that. Steve Luce and company, Indiana Sheriff's Association. In fact, they're running their youth leadership camp this week in Morgantown, and I had the pleasure of speaking there on Wednesday. Kanan Smith-Njigba swings and misses, strike one, 0-1.
You said their day's on the 30th this month?
July 30th, after your birthday.
I was going to say their outing is usually when you're on your best behavior, usually when they're in the house.
I know, because I want to keep my record clean. There's a pitch outside, that's a ball. Yeah, you usually behave too.
Sometimes.
And the lefty's 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball, strike call. I made sure I didn't get a speeding ticket on the way down to speaking at the Youth Leadership Conference. And let's see, time is called.
Yeah, there's a challenge, and it's going to be a strike just by the very top of the baseball. Kanan Smith-Njigba, not a fan.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The left-hander sets and delivers. And a breaking ball bounced to third. Robertson has a chest-high hop, fires it wildly, and he wound up and threw it to the home plate side of first base off the glove of Motter, and Smith-Njigba is aboard.
I think because of the jump that Smith-Njigba got out of the box, you could tell Robertson was in trouble from the get-go. He kind of shuffled his feet, never really set them when he threw, so he was off balance. Bit of a sidearm action, which isn't out of the ordinary for him, but throwing off that front heel, just threw it wide, too fast.
So a break for the Indians. Smith-Njigba aboard. The batter, Liover Peguero. Right-hand batter, he takes an off-speed breaking ball, high ball 1. Peguero looking for his first hit with the Indians. He is 0 for 6. Made his AAA debut earlier this week. And the pitch is high. They have charged Robertson with a throwing error. Not only Laura Vest here, but Jerry Vest, Linda Porter, Scott Porter, Monica Porter. And it's Monica's birthday today. Happy birthday, Monica. Here's a bouncing ball hit over the mound, and the second baseman's got it. And Wynn steps on second, throws to first, not in time. I give Wynn a lot of credit. He handled it perfectly. It was not hit that hard, but he knew it was coming to him, so he stayed on the bag, and the ball reached him while he was on the bag for a force play.
That was really crafty, because the other thing, too, Howard, is he started his throw before the ball even came to him. What I mean by that, he was in the throwing position. He had that right leg flung out toward the pitching mound, so all he had to do was pick it up with the glove and then sidearm it to first, giving them the best chance for the double play, although they didn't get it.
They almost did, and Aaron Shackelford takes a strike, batting 7th. We mentioned today is Monica Porter's birthday. Vinny Capra, the Indians' third baseman, batting 9th. It's his birthday. Vinny is 27 years old today. And here's a swing and a miss at a fastball. 0-2. But we appreciate the great work the Indiana Sheriff's Association does throughout the state. They build communities of trust. Here's a bouncing ball foul to the right of the plate. 1 man on, 1 man out. In the bottom of the second. And the game is scoreless. Motter holding. Peguero aboard. And a breaking ball is low. He checked the swing. Peguero is a base-stealing threat. Lefty versus lefty. You have to be real careful with a left-hander on the mound. It is easy to get picked off if you go too soon. Good pitchers vary their set intervals. Suarez to the belt. There goes Peguero. The pitch is driven to right center field, but hustling over is O'Neill to make the catch, and Peguero retreats. He heads back to first and makes it. So the center fielder O'Neill closing the gap in right center, and there are two away.
And Shackelford just missed barreling that baseball. If he does, it's probably off the wall or gone, way out into the gap, but he got underneath of it, which allowed time for O'Neill to get over there.
Grant Cook, the batter, hitting .232, 3 homers, 10 RBIs. Here's a swing and a miss at a changeup. Strike one, 0-1. Two down, runner aboard, a scoreless game in the bottom of the second. Infielders straight up, outfielders around to the right. Here's a fly ball foul to the right side, out of play, strike two. Vinny Capra, the birthday boy, on deck.
Did you get him anything for his birthday, Howard?
Throw over, not in time. Well, if he... I don't think he'll make any errors tonight, but we agreed to be easy on him if he boots one. Let's see if he has a memorable birthday. Here's a swing and a miss, and he struck him out with another changeup. Side retired, an error, a man left at the end of two. Memphis nothing, Indians nothing.
A science class at George Washington High School just learned how smart distribution networks ensure safe, reliable, and efficient energy. At AES, we are putting these next-generation innovations to work right here in Indianapolis so that our community can enjoy smart energy solutions that power our lives and energize the next generation of innovators. IPL is now AES Indiana. We are accelerating the future of energy together.
Why is Elements Financial like a bank, only better? One reason is we are here for you both near and far. We're proud to be respected locally and accessed globally. You are likely to see us at your own workplace. Elements is based in Indiana, yet accessible from anywhere. And overall, we're helping you to be smarter with your money in any situation. Visit us at elements.org to learn more reasons we are like a bank, only better. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Inspired by your nerves of steel and the nerves and joints that help our bodies go. Inspired by longer walks and breakthrough joint replacements that keep you in step. We're inspired to deliver the best in orthopedic care because at Franciscan Health, we're inspired by you. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/orthocare. Franciscan Health, inspiring health.
Now back to your Indianapolis Indians on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
And this game is scoreless as we move to the top of the third. And moving in behind the microphone is Andrew Kappas.
Thank you very much, Howard. It was a really good first inning for Jared Jones. Opener J.C. Flowers used a double play to throw a scoreless first inning, but Jones was 1-2-3 in the second. His first inning out there, including a strikeout. His fastball topped out at 97 miles an hour. This year in the 2023 regular season, so counting his days in Altoona as well, his fastball has averaged 96.7 miles per hour. He can get it a tick higher, obviously. As Juniel Karakudo steps in, takes a fastball up and outside for ball one. Karakudo hitting .267. He's got 10 long balls, not really typically part of his game, but has 10 homers this year, 37 runs knocked in. It's the 1-0. On the inside corner, fastball at 95 for a strike. Karakudo, as much as this pains me to say, he's a veteran. Had Karakudo in A-ball back in 2014 when he was a member of the Tampa Bay Rays organizations, the 1-1. Breaking ball that catches the knees for a strike. The Rays originally signing Karakudo. He has spent some time with Cincinnati Reds and San Francisco Giants organizations as well prior to joining the Cardinals. 1-2. Karakudo swings and smacks it foul back into the screen. We'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Currently riding a 5-game hitting streak is Karakudo. Started on the final day of June. 1-2 the count. Jones off the third base side of the rubber. He comes set, hands together at the belt, the pitch. Karakudo swing and a miss. A fastball at 96, strike 3. Punch out number 2 already for Jones, and that fastball looking lively here tonight, averaging from 95 through 97 so far. And we've also seen the slider and the changeup. All of it working so far for Jones, as there's one down here in the third. Kramer Robertson, who made that error in the bottom half of the second, swings and pops it foul straight back and right on top of the booth, testing the structural integrity of that ceiling. It holds for strike 1. Robertson, a 191 hitter, couple of homers, 18 RBI. Right-handed batter against the righty Jones. His 0-1. Fastball fouled back into the screen. We'll do it again at 0-2 this time. Jones has been piling up the strikeouts this year. Give him 66 now in just shy of 61 innings. He's ahead 2 strikes on Robertson. The pitch. Breaking ball in for strike 3. Oh, a beauty from Jared Jones. The first time we've seen the bender tonight. And he gets Robertson looking for his third punch-out in just an inning and 2/3. Back-to-back strikeouts to open up this inning. One swinging, one looking. Back to the top of the order, though. Mason Wynn awaits the first pitch. It's a fastball that catches the outside corner for strike 1. Wynn, one of the top prospects in the St. Louis organization, hitting .263. 9 home runs, 14 steals in his account. It's the 0-1. A fastball swung on and hit high into the air down the right field line, twisting out toward the Corona Premier Party area as Kanan Smith and Jigba gave it a look, but that's well foul. And it's quickly 2 strikes the count on Wynn at second base tonight for Memphis. So Jones trying to strike out the side. He has been in command. That fastball looking lively, and the big thing is he's locating it. 0-2. Swinging a tapper foul, just staying alive on the changeup. We'll do it again at 0-2 on Wynn. Scoreless game here in the top of the third inning. Each team has 1 hit. Memphis had a big rally in the first inning against opener J.C. Flowers, but he got a 6-4-3 double play to get out of trouble. No such trouble so far for Jones. He's ready. Another 0-2 pitch. In there for strike 3. Got him looking. The breaking ball again from Jones, using it to complement that fastball. He strikes out the side in the third. He has fanned 4 through just 2 innings. After 2.5, it's the Indians nothing, the Redbirds nothing.
At Fletcher Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, they have new, used, and certified pre-owned vehicles for sale. They also have an excellent service department. When you're there, say hello to General Manager Tom Thompson for great deals all year long. That's Fletcher Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on US 31 in Franklin. They've been supporters of the Indianapolis Indians for many years.
Bowling, 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 keep them balls a-rolling. Bowling, 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 Royal Pin.
Looking for family fun or a night out with friends? Royal Pin Entertainment has you covered. Skip the line and make a reservation online at royalpin.com. Looking to host an event or have a small group? Royal Pin is here to help. Contact their sales team to get a deal on parties of 20 or more. Just email events@royalpin.com. With 3 convenient locations around Indianapolis, Royal Pin offers bowling, laser tag, mini golf, and arcades. Awesome family fun. Call your local center at 317-465-8484 or go to royalpin.com to get the ball rolling with Royal Pin.
Set 'em up, knock 'em down, send 'em flying, spinning round.
Call 317-465-8484 or go to royalpin.com today.
Royal Pin, bowling, bowling, Royal Pin, bowling.
Back to the Indianapolis Indians on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
Bottom 3 we go after a dominant inning from Jared Jones. He struck out the side in the top of the third inning. So it is scoreless going bottom 3, and the birthday boy Vinny Capra will lead things off. Capra, a .233 hitter with 1 homer and 21 RBIs. First pitch, Capra swings and he pops it up right side, foul ground. Giving it a look is Taylor Motter, and he'll have room. Nearly overran it. He stepped in front of the camera well and had to reach back behind himself to grab it. Motter, not a first baseman by trade, but he did come up as a super utility man in the Rays organization. It's a rude birthday present not to drop that. Out number 1 is Chris Owings, the batter. Lineup card flips over. First pitch on the outside corner, a strike. I would have gotten him a fruit basket or maybe a card, but Motter gets him a catch. Owings in that first frame struck out against Suarez. His 0-1 reached for a little liner and a dive and a catch by Karakudo. That is what he's known for, the glove. And Karakudo lining to his left, or lunging rather to his left to get the catch. Thought for a moment that Owings had enough mustard on that baseball to get it by Karakudo even with a dive, but Huniel got the out. Alika Williams takes a strike on the inner half, 0-1. We mentioned it in his double in the first inning. He is red hot. Since June the 14th, he has 7 extra base hits, and he's hitting over .360 as the 0-1 tapped off the end of the bat foul to the first base side near the on-deck circle. It's quickly 2 strikes on Williams. Acquired for Robert Stevenson. Speaking of the Tampa Bay Rays, Motter, a former Ray, Karakudo, a former Ray. Williams was at Double-A Montgomery for the Rays at the time of the trade as the 0-2 is in the dirt. Stevenson acquired in exchange. Of course, the trade market, one would think, will heat up in the next maybe 7 to 10 days. Of course, it's different now that the playoffs have been expanded. As the 1-2, a liner down the third base line, just out of the reach of Robertson, who went tumbling after it. Out in front was Williams, so he pulls it foul and stays alive at 1-2. Williams, the 37th overall pick in 2020 out of Arizona State. 24 years of age, was not in the mix in that crowded Tampa Bay infield, neither in the present nor future. It's the 1-2. Hit foul into the netting. It stays 1-2.
Well, he's steady in the field, and he and Peguero alternating at second base and shortstop. But as you mentioned earlier, Alika has really improved his hitting in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, did not hit well when he first arrived. As the 1-2, a golf swing and a foul tip, I believe, strike 3. Either way, it ends the inning as Suarez gets his 3rd punch-out of the day. Each pitcher trades 1, 2, 3 innings. So at the end of 3, it's the Redbirds nothing, the Indians nothing.
Dear roads, trails, and rivers, you ready for some SUV action? Toyota SUVs can roll their sleeves up for twisty trails or dress up for a night out on the town. Up your family adventure game with the Highlander. Make a splash with the rugged RAV4 or haul a weekend's worth of fun with the spacious new Sequoia. They all come with standard features and some sweet, sweet tech. Check out this versatile lineup at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Here's a great way to start your day. Go to the Illinois Street Food Emporium. It opens at 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday and is located at 55th in Illinois. Warm and friendly service, homemade, authentic, fresh food made daily. It's open for breakfast and lunch with great coffee, croissants, and other bakery items. All-day deli, catering, grab-and-go, and gluten-free. Many business deals are struck at the Illinois Street Food Emporium.
Failed sump pump, flooded basement, water damage happens fast this time of year. For over 41 years, Hayes & Sons has been restoring water damage in Indiana homes and businesses. They'll help you navigate your insurance claim and get your life back on track. So when a water disaster strikes, tell your insurance agent you want Hayes & Sons for your restoration work. For more information, please visit HayesandSons.com.
The Indianapolis Indians are always right here on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
Pitcher's duel as this game heads for the fourth inning. Jared Jones struck out the side in the third inning, entered the game in the second, an opener used tonight. J.C. Flowers working the first inning for the Indians, going toe-to-toe with the veteran lefty Andrew Suarez, who has also authored 3 scoreless. Matt Koperniak, the batter to start things off for Memphis. 2, 3, and 4 due up for them. Koperniak flew to right his first time up. The lefty takes a fastball inside from Jones for ball 1. Jones struck out the side in the third inning. He's got 4 punch-outs already through only 2 innings of work. Is 1-0. Misses outside. 2-0 is the first time he's fallen behind a hitter 2-0 so far today. That has been the major, I'd say, flaw for Jones, and again, he's so young since he's been brought up to AAA, is getting ahead of hitters. As the 2-0 swing and a foul, that one went right off the mask of Grant Cook. James Jean, the home plate umpire, immediately spun around and checked on Grant Cook, and he gave a nod right away. Hasn't looked over at the dugout, so it looks like he's okay, and that's good news. I mean, that was right off the front of the mask. Good news is it's a strike for Jones as he looks to battle back in the count. 2-1 coming plateward. Fastball rides high. It's 3-1. Now, the one caveat you have to also keep in mind about Jones's numbers so far with the Indians is that his first 2 starts were against the same opponent, and that could be really tough second time through. It's the 3-1. Fastball misses outside, and that's a leadoff walk.
Well, what I liked about the fact that in that second start he gave up a couple of runs early, but he powered through and he battled. He just didn't give in, and he still maintained his composure and his concentration, and he really competed to make it into a decent outing instead of a very rough outing.
And I think isn't that one of the biggest separators, Howard, of guys that can make it in the big leagues as starters and those that can't? As the pitch comes into Tyler O'Neill, misses inside.
You're so right about that. You know, you're not going to always have your great stuff. And how you compete, how you adjust, your focus, your concentration, and if something goes wrong, you can't let it bother you.
The 1-0. O'Neill takes one outside.
So different being a pitcher than a position player in that regard. In that if you're a position player, you're batting, maybe you get upset at yourself, maybe you're upset at an umpire, you have a bad at bat. You have time to cool off. You go into the dugout, you go out to the field. But as a pitcher, you have to make another pitch immediately.
The 2-0, O'Neill takes one inside again. He spins out of the way of a fastball, and Jones, after walking Koperniak to lead off the inning, now behind 3-0 on O'Neill. And I remember an interview, Howard, with Bronson Arroyo, who pitched a long time with the Reds, also with the Red Sox, a few other teams. In fact, he's going into the Reds Hall of Fame later this month. He talked about not having his best stuff in starts. It's the 3-0 over the plate for a strike. And he said, it varies for every guy. But he said as much in a season as 40% of the time, he would come out of the bullpen and think, what am I going to do today? Because he just didn't have a good feel for any of it. He was more crafty than most because he threw about 88 to 90. But still, that gives you an idea of how common it is to not have your best stuff. As the 3-1 misses high, and that is back-to-back walks by Jones. As a totally different story from what we saw in the previous inning when he struck out the side is he has thrown 10 pitches, 8 of them out of the zone.
And a young pitcher like Jones who's competitive, when you get in a jam, when you have trouble throwing strikes, you may be trying too hard and put a little too much pressure on yourself as opposed to easing up a bit and changing speeds. Grant Jackson, who was the pitching coach here for 4 years and was a great pitching coach and pitched in the big leagues 20 years, he said, you take a little something off when you're feeling stressed. Hitter wants to be a hero. Take something off.
2 on, nobody out. A good challenge here for Jones. Juan Yepes, the batter. Yepes was who grounded into a 6-4-3 double play to end the threat in the first. That would be nice here. As the first pitch, he waves and misses at an outside breaking ball for strike 1.
And Jones throws a fastball, curve, slider, and a changeup.
I've only seen one curveball from him today so far, Howard, and it was the one that got Kramer Robertson looking. It was beautiful. It's the 0-1, pop foul, first base side, twisting out of play for strike 2.
And that was a very good mound visit by Grant Cook. Whether you're a catcher or a pitching coach, you want to go out there when a man is getting into trouble, not after the damage has been done.
And it's an art that seems to have been lost in today's game, because even at the big league level, you're almost sometimes screaming at the TV, go out and talk to them, and they don't do it.
Some pitching coaches don't like to do it.
Yeah.
And I've always thought it was a big part of a pitching coach's responsibility.
And like you said, even if it's just the catcher, just to hit the reset button. And that's what Jones has done so far here since that visit. 0-2. Yepez swings, hits a liner into left field. That's trouble. It's a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third as Kaepernick stops there. The throw comes in from Andujar to home plate. Bases are loaded after Juan Yepez gets the first hit off of Jared Jones. So a tale of a different inning here. Jones had retired all 6 batters he had faced coming in, but now walk, single. They're loaded with nobody out in a scoreless game.
And you know, Andrew, that last base hit really hurts because he was ahead of him 0-2, and he threw a pitch right over the heart of the plate 0-2, which is something you like to avoid doing.
First pitch misses inside. Moises Gomez, 19 home runs, 47 RBIs, 229 hitter on the year, but a big power threat with the bases full. Challenge for Jones as the 1-0 is in for strike 1. Scoreless game, pivotal moment in the ball game if Jones is able to limit the damage here and prevent a big inning. 1-1 the count. Off the third base side of the rubber, the pitch. Fastball, high heater, swing and a miss, strike 2, 96. Jones has had a lot of success doing just that. He was in the lower third of the zone for the first 2 pitches. Then he raised the eye level with the fastball to get strike 2. Let's see if he goes back down to the low outside portion of it with maybe a slider or a changeup. A lot in his playbook open to him at 1-2 here.
Time was granted to Gomez, and it's awfully nice of him to get back in the box.
The 1-2 coming plateward. Breaking ball misses up and in. Thought they might go slider there, Howard, to try to get him to chase after he went up, try to go upstairs to chase the high heater.
Well, you're right. That was a slow curve. They didn't go with the slider.
Maybe they will here unless they go back to the heat. 2-2. Swung on, a bouncer to short. There was the slider. Picked to second for 1. On to first, double play. Pagaro to Williams to Shackelford. 6-4-3 is coming in to score Kaepernick. But the big thing is the Indians get 2 outs for the price of 1 right there as Jones tries to get out of a big inning. It's a big step toward it. The second 6-4-3 double play. That tandem has turned tonight. Now a runner at third with 2 down for Taylor Motter. First pitch misses low and outside, backhanded by Cook for ball 1. One nothing Memphis. But if Jones is able to limit it to just 1, that would be such a big win. 1-0. Misses high, ball 2. Bases loaded, nobody out. Beginning of the inning, I think you would have taken that if you were the Indians and Jones. But still 1 more out to get. Motter flew to right his first time up. It's the Hoosier Lottery strikeout batter this evening. It's the 2-0. Motter, a check swing, looked like he went through. That doesn't matter. It's a called strike on the outside corner. 2-1. The 2-1. Motter misses just a little bit outside as Jones. A take there from Motter at 95. It's 3-1. At third base, at the moment, standing Tyler O'Neill. Only man aboard trying to get in the peripheral vision of Jones is the 3-1. Motter swing and a miss. He thought fastball. And that's a pretty good guess if you're trying to guess along with Jones behind 3-1, but Jones instead threw him a slider He was way out in front, and the count's full. Jones from the belt, the payoff. Motter swinging a foul tip, held on to for strike 3 as Motter slams the bat on the ground. Nice job by Jones. He uses the double play to limit the inning, but Memphis does get one after 3.5. It's the Redbirds 1, Indians nothing.
Introducing Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Now available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, Indians fans, we're pitching more savings on more selection. Head down to Andy Moore Volkswagen in Avon today and check out our all-star lineup. Shop dozens of your favorite new Volkswagen vehicles, all priced for your lifestyle and budget. Or get Grand Slam savings on all pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. There's never been a better time to save. Drive home a new Volkswagen today. Only at Andy Moore Volkswagen in Avon, where more means more. Shop our entire inventory online at andymorevw.com.
The Indiana Sheriff's Association builds communities of trust and promotes public welfare through the cooperation of different sheriff's offices throughout Indiana. ISA has been proudly serving the citizens of Indiana since 1930. Among the programs ISA offers are 2 youth leadership camps, one in the north and one in the south. To learn more about the Indiana Sheriff's Association, go to indianasheriffs.org.
Now back to your Indianapolis Indians on Fox Sports 1260, Indy's sports station.
Time to go to the bottom of the 4th inning. See what I did there if you're watching on Valley Live. Bottom 4, 1-0 Memphis. Redbirds have a run on 2 hits, but Jared Jones did a nice job to limit the damage in the top of the 4th inning. Used a double play and then a strikeout of Taylor Motter to limit it 2-1. As Miguel Andujar leads off and takes a strike from Andrew Suarez, it's 0-1.
Andrew, the Pirates have made a bunch of moves. Cody Bolton recalled. Ji-Man Choi ending his rehab assignment.
Pitch was swung on and missed by Andujar.
And he's off the 60-day injured list. He's activated.
This one misses outside.
Andrew McCutchen put on the 10-day injured list, retroactive to July 6th. Right elbow inflammation. And this next one is not good.
Oh, no. The 1-2. Down and in for ball 2.
Brian Hayes put on the IL.
Oh, my.
Lower back inflammation. He had just come off.
Just came off like a couple days ago, if that.
Yep. And to make room on the 40-man roster.
2-2. Andujar swings, loops it into center, breaking back, now breaking in a couple of steps to make the catch as O'Neill for out number 1.
To make room on the 40-man roster for Choi, Rob Zastryzny his rehab assignment has ended. He says he's okay. He's reinstated from the IL and designated for assignment.
Well, you weren't kidding. That is a lot of moves, and not sure many of those are good news for the Pirates. As the pitch on the inside corner of strike. Tough day to lose both Andrew McCutchen and Brian Hayes for all intents and purposes. 2 top-of-the-order bats, the way they've been used. Brian was leading off. Was it last night, Howard, as the 0-1 misses outside?
Yes. And they're having a rough time of it. They lost 3 of 4 in L.A. to the Dodgers. Now they're in Arizona. Now Arizona's coming off a series in which it was swept by the Mets.
1-1, a rocket off the bat of Valade into the right field corner. It's trouble if it's fair, and it is. Kicking around in the right field corner. It must have bounced up into the seats as waving his arms as Moises Gomez saying, I can't retrieve it. And it's a ground rule double for Valade. Here with 1 out in the 4th inning as the Indians try to get that run back and knot the game back up. An extra base hit for the cleanup man, Valade, in front of Kanan Smith and Jigba. Buster Olney had some extended thoughts today on the National League Central Division as big series opening up tonight in Milwaukee between the Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. Brewers right now 2 games back of Cincinnati for first place in the Central. How quick has that division turned into a 2-team race? Is the pitch in for a strike?
Well, the Reds are 10 games above 500.
49-39. Howard, the craziest stat, they are 21-6 with Elly De La Cruz in the lineup. 21-6. And the majority of those losses were in the beginning. As the 0-1, a chopper foul. That one went off the leg of Smith-Njigba for strike 2.
Well, that's incredible, although there have been other guys who've done really well, too.
Yeah, and what's weird is Matt McClain has been slumping. He was hitting 330. He's now below 300 for the first time, but just because of that, other guys are stepping up. Will Benson, who we are very familiar with from the Columbus Clipper days, they gave up on him. They gave him up for a guy that's hitting, I think, $180 in Double-A. Benson has the highest OPS on the team in the last 2 weeks. As the 0-2 pitch misses outside for a ball 1-2. Joey Votto, the numbers aren't great overall, but he's had some clutch homers and hits. And then a guy that we liked a lot when he was with St. Paul, Howard, Spencer Steer. It's probably the unsung heroes. The 1-2 pitch, a bouncer left side, and they got Valade hung up between second and third, and holding onto the ball is Karakudo, and he just tags him out on the left hip. Valade thought that ball, I think, was getting through, and he started to break to third, and by the time he realized it wasn't, it was too late.
That's a heads-up play by Karakudo, and it takes a man out of scoring position.
So the out made between second and third, 6 unassisted. Smith-Njigba aboard via the fielder's choice.
Well, you mentioned the Reds have won 21 of 27 since Elly De La Cruz joined the team, and the amazing thing is the pitching has not been great during that period.
A lot of times it's been awful. As the pitch misses low, Smith-Njigba faked to go, but he stays. It's ball 1. Crazy stat. We were talking before the game. Luke Weaver, they won 6 consecutive starts he made. Reds were 6-0 in those starts. You'd think, oh, Weaver must have been putting up great numbers. He had an ERA of 9.5 during that stretch. 9.5. It's the 1-0 swing and a miss, or swing and a foul rather, back for strike 1. One of those games was the Elly De La Cruz cycle game. Weaver started that. Reds were down 5-0 before they ever batted. They won the game.
They've been amazing. And what's really interesting, too, is all the new position players they have from that of a year ago.
It's wild. People keep tweeting out, well, this was the lineup a year ago. And you don't know anybody's name. I mean, you do, but they're just not there anymore. It's the 1-1, a line drive down the right field line, just foul. Figueroa looking for that first AAA hit with the Indians. Oh, it's that time of year, Howard. We were kind of alluding to it there before I got sidetracked by Reds talk. Trade deadline. Peguero traded by the Diamondbacks to the Pirates organization, the Starling Marte deal, which seems like a decade ago, but it really wasn't that long ago.
It does seem like it, because he's changed teams several times since then.
He's with the Marlins and then now the Mets. It's the 1-2 misses low and outside. Did I get that order right? He's with the Mets now, right?
Right.
2-2 the count.
Mets have won 5 in a row. They've had a really rough time of it till recently, and they swept that 3-game series in Arizona.
2-2. Peguero swings and rips it through the left side. That's a base hit. Quickly gathered in left field. It was hit so hard that Smith-Njigba has to stop at second, and there's the first hit for Peguero with Indianapolis. A rocket of a single through the left side.
And that should relax him. He's now 1 for 8. He needed a hit, take the pressure off.
Good looking hit. Nice swing. Was able to barrel that one up. Got a little on top of it, though. But got enough on the barrel to drive it through. Here's Aaron Shackelford. He's been stuck on 10 homers. He'll try to get number 11. The first pitch he sees, he swings and skies it to left field. With 2 outs, base runners moving on contact. Gathering underneath of it is Yepes, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Indians threaten a double and a single, but do not score at the end of 4. It's Memphis 1, Indy nothing.
WNDE, WFBQ, HD2, Indianapolis. We are Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Consumer Cellular's award-winning customer support is 100% based in the U.S., and you are 100% based in the U.S. That's something you have in common with Consumer Cellular's customer service. And Consumer Cellular customer service likes pizza, and you like pizza. And Consumer Cellular has an acute fear of spiders, and your fear of spiders is acute as well. So you already have so many things to discuss when you call Consumer Cellular to talk about our affordable and flexible phone plans. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
Wake up, people. You are optimizing every waking hour of your life. From carpooling kids, to work, to friends, and everything in between. You have to get sleep. And a bed that can perform as well as you do. Meet the next generation Sleep Number Smart Bed. It effortlessly adjusts to your shape, position, and movements. Learning how you sleep, so you learn to sleep better. Night after night. Sleep next level. Only from Sleep Number.
The Queen Sleep Number 360 C2 Smart Bed is now only $8.99, plus free home delivery when you add an adjustable base. Ends Monday.
Back to the Indianapolis Indians on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
1-0 Indianapolis trailing as we go to the top of the fifth inning and getting ready to move back from behind the mic, I should say, with all of the play-by-play. Here's Howard.
Okay, Andrew, thank you so much. Trace Barrera leads off for Memphis. I was looking at that scoreboard. And the pitch is a strike called. Jameson Taillon, the former Indianapolis Indian. He and the Cubs lead the Yankees 2-0, bottom of the fifth in New York. Taillon, a former Yankee. Here's a high pop-up. Right side, Shackelford has plenty of room. Foul ball, first baseman has it, one away.
Howard, time for this date in Indians history before we get to our UA Local 440, this date in baseball history.
Yes, sir.
Beginning with Indians history, 1996, the Indians put up 11 runs. That sounds nice. In the second inning, en route to a 14-4 win over Buffalo back in the American Association days. Eric Owens and Roberto Mejia, the offensive leaders there. Mike Remlinger started the game on the hill.
Well, Andrew, that game was in Buffalo, and I'll tell you why I remember it so well. Yunel Caracudo takes high ball. Because we closed out Busch Stadium on July 3rd. We went to Buffalo for a series, and we were to come back July 11th and open Victory Field. Well, pitches in for a strike. Did you say 1996?
1996.
96, correct.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened. We were in Buffalo, came back, and on July 11th, we opened Victory Field. The pitch is outside. It was against the Oklahoma City 89ers. And Rick Helling, who got a number of years in the big leagues after that, was the winning pitcher for Oklahoma City that day. So, the 2-1 pitch, foul back. The Indians lost the final game at Busch Stadium on July 3rd, and they lost the first game at Victory Field on July 11th, which prompted me to say to manager Dave Miley, you just can't win the big one. He didn't take that too well.
I can't imagine. Moving on, Howard, to UA Local 440, this date in baseball history will begin in 1953. The Dodgers setting a major league record when they homered in their 24th straight.
And a breaking ball is high for a ball. The Dodgers, known for their pitching usually over the years, but they've had some terrific position players too, obviously. And Dodger Stadium was always a pitcher's ballpark. Here's a foul back out of play. But they've accomplished a lot of great things, and they just took 3 out of 4 from the Pirates.
1958, Howard, National League President Warren Giles appoints a committee to study expansion. A man by the name of William Shea outlined plans for a stadium in New York.
And they named it Shea Stadium. Here's a swing and a miss, and he struck him out, and there are 2 away. Kramer Robertson, the batter. Looked at strike 3 his first time up. The Mets were granted an expansion franchise for the 1962 season. They played at the Polo Grounds for 2 years. And then in 1964, Shea Stadium opened. And a breaking ball high and tight ball 1. And the Mets hosted the All-Star game at Shea that year. And they also had the World's Fair just a few miles away, so it was a really special time. The 1-0 fouled back on the screen.
1959, Howard, it was at Forbes Field. Hank Aaron tied the game in the 8th inning with a single, and a triple by Willie Mays plated Aaron to give the National League a 5-4 win in one of 2 All-Star games that year.
From 1959 to 1962, they played 2 All-Star games. The pitches bounced foul left side. Sometimes they played them back-to-back with a day apart. Other times they played them different times. One earlier and one 6 weeks later. But they cut that out after 1962. Pitchers foul back. Willie Mays excelled in All-Star games. I mean, the All-Star game was made for Willie Mays. Yeah. He did so well. And that was the beginning of a period in which the National League dominated for about 25 years. I mean, dominated. The 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1-2-3. At the end of 4.5, Memphis 1, Indians nothing.
Baseball fans, introducing Bally Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Bally Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
I've got some advice for you. If you need a very special gift for a very special someone, then you need to see my friend Mary and her spectacular collection of beautiful jewelry at Camus Fine Jewelers at 82nd and Fall Creek. Mary's been making me a hero for years, and she'll do the same for you. They'll even gift wrap it for you also. A special something to fit everyone's budget. Come on, do you really think she wants a shiny new vacuum, or would she rather have a shiny new diamond? Camus Fine Jewelers really are a cut above.
Hey, baseball fans, have you struck out with your current internet provider? Does their lack of support leave you feeling like you have no bullpen? And does the fact that they don't provide local 24/7, 365 support leave you feeling like you've been tossed from the game? If you're looking to hit a home run and avoid these issues, why not go with local provider 9-Star Connect? They have over 125 years in the business and have helped many people like you win the game. Visit www.9starconnect.com today and see why we are different.
The Indianapolis Indians are always right here on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
We get ready for the bottom half of the 5th inning.
New pitcher, Howard, for the Memphis Redbirds. Andrew Suarez is done. Looks like Ryan Ludus is the new man, 6'5" righty. Ludus, 24-year-old from Elk Grove Village, Illinois. Signed as an undrafted free agent a couple seasons ago. Split his time last year between 3 levels. Ludus takes over for Suarez, who leaves the game after 4 innings, so not in line for that win.
Okay, thanks, Andrew. And Grant Cook, the batter, he struck out, and a sharp breaking ball is in at the knees for a strike, and you were doing this date in baseball history.
Yeah, continuing on with UA Local 440 this date. Denny McLain ties the Major League's top wins at the moment with 16.
And a fastball swing and a miss, strike 2.
On this date in 1968, as the Tigers took a 9.5-game lead in the AL into the break as they swept the A's in a doubleheader. McLain won Game 1 behind a Willie Horton 3-run homer.
0-2 pitch, low with a breaking ball, and Denny McLain would win 31 games that year, 31-6, the last 30-game winner. Nowadays, you don't have 20-game winners. And he was the first man since Dizzy Dean in 1934 to win 30 games in a season. And he won the Cy Young Award. He won the MVP, and the Tigers were world champions. Great World Series. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out with a high fastball. 1 man out. The Tigers were down 3-1 in the World Series against the Cardinals, and trailing 3-0 in Game 5, which was in Detroit. There was a play at the plate. Lou Brock did not slide, came in standing up. Bill Freehan, the Tiger catcher, tagged him out. The momentum shifted. And Vince Capra bloops one into right, and Vinny has a base hit. Happy birthday, Vinny Capra. A bloop single to right, 27 years old today, and that's the start of a nice birthday present. And those Tigers not only came from behind to win Game 5, but they won Game 6 behind Denny McClain, and Game 7, Game 6 and 7 in St. Louis, Game 7 behind Mickey Lolich.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Taylor Motter handed Capra his mitt, so I think he was trying to give him a birthday present. I would have taken it.
Chris Owings takes Lowen away. He struck out and lined out.
Moving on, Howard. 1970, Brooks Robertson cracked a 10th inning grand slam to give the Orioles a 6-2 win. I'll have to look it up. I think he had quite a number of grand slams in his playing career.
Did you say 1970?
Indeed.
All right, the Orioles won the World Championship that year. Runner going, pitches high off the mid of Barrera, back to the screen. Capra was deked, and he goes sliding into second. Give him a stolen base. No further advance, and you know who the Orioles beat in the World Series that year.
Unfortunately. I was negative 20 years old mad at the time.
And they beat the Cincinnati Reds 4 games to 1. They won the first 3. Do you know who stole the show in the World Series? Brooks Robinson.
One of the greatest third basemen of all time.
Absolutely. He was the World Series MVP, breaking ball in first strike. And Baltimore won its second World Series in 5 years. They also won it in 1966. And they would win again in 1983. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. And there's one man who played in all 3 of those World Series winners. 1966, 1970, and 1983. Give everybody a hint. He was a pitcher and a Hall of Famer. The 2-2 delivered. Low and away. And he did modeling for underwear. Jim Palmer.
I didn't know that last part.
Full count. Jockey underwear. Full count on Owings. One man out. Capra leads. The pitch is swing and a miss, and he struck him out 2 away.
Our last one, Howard, comes to us from 1982. Don Sutton, in a 5-1 4-hitter against the Cubs, wins his 250th career game.
And he would win over 300. A Hall of Famer. Then he became a broadcaster, mainly with the Atlanta Braves for a long time. Alika Williams, the batter. He's doubled and struck out. And a breaking ball low and away. I had the pleasure of meeting him in 2014 when I filled in with the Mets. They were in Atlanta, and I said, it's a pleasure to meet you, and one thing I always admired about you as a pitcher is that you were a great big game pitcher, which he was. And here's his swing and a miss. And he said, of all the things you could have said to me, that's the nicest. So that was made me feel good, and he felt good about it. He was a terrific money pitcher. Great competitor. And as we said, in the 300 win club. Andrew, thanks so much. This date in baseball history. Here's a ground ball in the hole. Base hit left field. Here comes Capra. Here comes the throw. Cut off. The game's tied. Game tying. RBI single to left for Alika Williams.
He continues to hit, Howard. He had a double earlier tonight. We brought it up earlier, hitting 360 since June the 14th. That number's only going up. He's 2 for 3 tonight, and he ties it up, sneaking it through the left side. Capra with 2 outs, moving on contact, able to score ahead of no throw.
And the batter, Miguel Andujar. Grounded to third, fly to center. And he swings and misses at a fastball up around his eyes. Strike 1. And again, the right-hander stretches. And a breaking ball line to right field. That's a base hit. Capra will stop at second. Back-to-back hits, the third hit of the inning for the Indians. And the batter is Ryan Vilade. He's grounded to first and doubled to right. Vilade stands in. Runners lead first and second, and the pitch is fouled back on the screen. Strike one. Ryan Ludus in relief of Andrew Suarez. Suarez did a fine job. 4 scoreless innings. And a fastball high, and you look at Ludus's delivery, he gets his back muscles into his pitches, which is a good thing. And some feel that can help take some stress off your arm. Runners lead first and second. The 1-1 delivery is a breaking ball that's a little bit high. Cubs 2, Yankees nothing, top 6. The Buccos are in Arizona tonight. Start a little later. And the pitch is over the inside corner at the knees. Strike 2. And again, runners lead first and second. Breaking ball bounced foul left side. Memphis won, the Indians won as we play ball in the bottom half of the 5th inning on a beautiful night in central Indiana. 86 at game time. Humidity has decreased. Nice breeze blowing out to right field. Mostly clear skies. The 2-2 pitch. Little bit high with a fastball. I wonder if they'll challenge. No, they don't, and the count's full. Which means an automatic start for Williams at second. And Andujar at first. They'll be going. The right-hander's pitch swung on line to base hit center field. Williams will score easily. Here's a throw to third. It gets by, but Andujar will stay there. However, going down to second base as the ball caroms off the dugout screen is Valade. Single to center, RBI for Valade. Scoring Williams. Andujar to third, and they may very well charge. O'Neill with an error allowing Valade to go to second. I don't think he was going until the ball got by. The third consecutive hit. The Indians now lead 2-1. And we get a mound visit from Darwin Marrero, the pitching coach. Well, they didn't charge. O'Neill with an error. They just said Valade went to second on the throw to third, but he took off when that ball went astray. Here's Cannon Smith-Njigba. Reached on an error, hit into a fielder's choice. He takes outside. So the Indians have them at second and third with 2 outs and 2 runs already in. Smith-Njigba, a left-hand batter, right-hand batting the over Peguero on deck. And a fastball is a strike, belt high outside corner. Runners lead second and third. Defense straight up, fastball swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2. You have some words of wisdom?
Well, I spilt part of my water on the way in here, so I'm not sure how much wisdom I'm filled with.
I hope that won't force you to go on the injured list.
Well, luckily I didn't get hurt.
How's your rotator cuff?
Nah, it's rotating still, so we're good.
Okay, the runners lead second and third. The 1-2 pitch, low with a breaking ball. And Ludus has thrown a lot of pitches in this inning.
Really just highlights the danger, Howard, of not having a window on the other side of a door. I think is really what it was just highlighting there.
I see.
I was startled when someone walked through as I was trying to walk through. How about these rallying Indians, though? A couple of runs.
Ludus has thrown 27 pitches in the inning. The 2-2 delivery is, very close, a little high. They're going to challenge that one. They'll challenge it, will the Memphis Redbirds. And it is a little bit high. And the count's full. The challenge does not work. So the count's full with 2 outs. Runners at second and third lead the defense straight up. Bottom of the 5th, Indians leading 2-1. Ludus to the belt, and he pitches. Swung on, hit foul, left side, out of play. And it holds 3-2. This next pitch will be his 30th of the inning. The right-hander stretches. Runners lead, and a breaking ball bounced foul to the right of the plate. Andy Rodriguez at the Futures game to be played in Seattle tomorrow. Jack McMullen's also there doing work for Just Baseball.
Is he in the Futures game?
No, he's not in it. He'll be reporting on it
and
doing podcasts from it.
Maybe he can call into the broadcast.
3-2 pitch. Fastball fouled back out of play. Maybe he's listening now.
Have we ever had a live correspondent?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe we can have him call in.
Give us updates from the Futures game. Well, it used to be on Sunday, so you had a chance to watch it late Sunday afternoon, but now it's on Saturday when everybody's playing. And they have the draft on Sunday instead. Time granted to Kanan Smith-Njigba. Ludus stretches, runners lead. 3-2 pitch. Fastball, ground ball hits his second. Wynn's got it. And the flip on to Motter. The inning is over, but the Indians get 2. 5 innings are complete. The Indians 2, Memphis 1.
Dear Exit Strategy, let's pick the perfect Toyota for our great escape. Try the sporty Camry, the elegant Venza, the adventurous RAV4, the spacious Highlander, or the dynamic CHR. No matter which vehicle you choose, there's an exit from the ordinary to match. See you soon, Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer or check out Toyota.com and start planning your getaway today. Toyota, let's go places.
Tap into your inner eagle and elevate your taste with Yingling Traditional Lager. A bold, amber color, nearly 190 years in the making, all-American brew. So plug in, rock out, and let the night take flight. Yingling Traditional Lager. Reach for more. DJ Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please drink responsibly.
And the filet mignon, medium rare.
A steak is like a burger, only better.
These seats are amazing. Can you believe we're this close?
The front row is like the nosebleeds, only better. And Elements Financial? It's like a bank, only better. Yes, Elements offers higher deposit rates, lower loan rates, and fewer fees to help you succeed financially. Visit elements.org to learn more. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Now back to your Indianapolis Indians on Fox Sports 1260, Indy's sports station.
Okay, we have a pitching change for the Indians as we go to the 6th inning.
Thank you very much, Howard. 2-1, Indians in front, thanks to that 2-run 5th frame. Jared Jones, his night brief, but boy, was it successful. More on that here in just a moment as we welcome in the Indiana 811 call to the bullpen. It's Jose Hernandez making his way back to Pittsburgh, the rehabbing lefty. Oh, and we're going to have a big league rehab v. big league rehab matchup this inning, Howard. Tyler O'Neill due up third. But Hernandez, the lefty, taking over for Jones, who somewhat abbreviated of an outing. Nothing wrong, it appeared. We'll have to Give you an update on that tomorrow. As the pitch of fastball at 93 for a strike to Mason Wynn, 0-1. Give you the final numbers on Jones, who can win this ball game, by the way, because he was technically in the game when the lead was taken, and he didn't start the game, so you don't need to go 5 as the 0-1 on the outside corner, strike 2. But Jones went 4 innings. It's time called. Wynn steps out. Jones went 4 innings, only gave up the 1 hit, 1 run, it was earned, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts for Jones. He threw 62 pitches, which is about 35 less than he threw last time out. Is the 0-2. Swing and a miss, but it kicks off the left shin guard of Cook. He goes after it, but he won't be able to get Wynn, who scampers down the line, and he reaches at first base. I think that ball was in the dirt. It popped back up off the left shin guard, or maybe the knee guard of Grant Cook, and it caromed all the way to the on-deck circle, occupied by Memphis on the first base side. And Wynn can fly, and there was very little chance Cook was going to get him, and he didn't even attempt to throw. Wynn aboard for Matt Koperniak. It is a strikeout. More than likely a wild pitch, but we'll wait and see on that one. As Koperniak, a lefty-lefty matchup here. First pitch, a strike, 94 heater on the outside corner. But it is interesting, Jones, that's by far the fewest pitches he has thrown since he joined the Indians. So the 0-1 misses inside. The one thing you do wonder, and we don't have any inside info on this, but you do wonder just this time of year if maybe that's an innings limiting measure.
That's
more than anything.
That's an educated guess on your part, on a good one.
Trying to. Runner going as Wynn takes off. The 1-1 a strike. Throw down to second, not nearly in time. Wynn got such a great jump. I mean, it's hard to believe you get that good of a jump off a left-handed pitcher, but I don't think Hernandez looked at him. Was a wild pitch, by the way, that allowed Wynn to reach, and now he's trying to manufacture a run, Howard. That was Wynn's 15th stolen base of the year. So he reaches on a strikeout wild pitch. He steals second, and now with nobody out, he's in scoring position.
And he's only been caught stealing 1 time.
Incredible. 1-2 on Koperniak. Strikeout would be nice here. Is the pitch. Reached for a little looper to the right side. It is a scoop catch made by Alika Williams, like a basket catch near his stomach. Like a punt returner waving for fair catch. It's out number 1. Staying put at second, obviously, is Mason Wynn. And here is Tyler O'Neill. So big league rehabber against big league rehabber. O'Neill, the powerful, slugging right-handed batter. Swung on, he drills it out into deep left field, but playable for Andujar. He's back a couple of steps, makes the catch. Wynn will tag and try to go to third and make it. Throw was bobbled by Vinny Capra, but I think he would have gotten there anyway. The throw pulled him off the bag. He was about where he was standing in a fielding position, and by the time the ball got to him, Wynn was sliding underneath that position. But Andujar does make the catch for out number 2 as Wynn is now 90 feet away. But the dangerous Tyler O'Neill is out. Juan Yepez is the batter. Tonight he is singled and grounded into a double play, 1 for 2. A .215 hitter overall. As the lefty Hernandez kicks and deals. A fastball at 95, missing down and in for ball 1. Has been somewhat of a quiet year this year for big league rehabbers with the Indians, although that could change with Howard mentioning those IL stints for the Pirates. It's the 1-0 chopped foul at the plate. Unfortunately for Pittsburgh, Andrew McCutchen and Ke'Bryan Hayes being placed on the injured list before their game tonight out west in Arizona. 1 ball and 1 strike on Yepez. Runner at third. Indians ahead 2-1 here in the top of the 6th. 1-1, a little bit high, a little bit inside. The 2-1. Swung on, chopped foul at the plate, and it's 2-2. We mentioned The Reds and the Brewers opening up a pivotal 3-game series with Cincinnati ahead by 2 games. Andrew Abbott has been fantastic, an ERA of 1.21 to start his big league career. That is hitting a bit of a speed bump tonight. Milwaukee has scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second. They lead 4-0. Bottom 2 in Milwaukee. No word yet on if the roof will remain open or closed tonight. That drew quite the reaction the other day. 2-2. Check swing, little roller to the right side, picked up by Shackelford. He will sprint to the bag at first. Yepes didn't seem that much interested in trying to win that sprint, so Shackelford, no photo finish needed. Mason Wynn stranded at third as Hernandez works around that leadoff base runner. After 5.5, it's the Indians 2, Redbirds 1.
At My Great Clip Salon, I get to use my skills as a stylist to make customers look and feel great. When you sit down in my chair, it's important to me to listen to what you want. And when your haircut's done, I'll save your details and clip notes so you can get the look you love at any Great Clip Salon, anywhere you are. Seeing customers light up at the end of their cut. That's what I love about my job. I'm Katie, and I'm a Great Clip Salon stylist.
Join a salon team. Visit jobs.greatclips.com.
When you foster a child, you foster the good you wish to see in the world. You can instill qualities a child will carry with them for life. Things like kindness, creativity, and confidence. At the Villages of Indiana, we believe there's no greater investment. That's why we're with our foster parents every step of the way, providing resources, ongoing training, and 24/7 support. Let's make the world a better place together. To learn more about foster care with the Villages, visit villageskids.org. That's villageskids.org.
It is something we learn when we are young, and it becomes a part of our character as we grow. It allows us to dream and gives us assurance. Of all the comforts we provide at Williams Comfort Air, the most important one is trust. And the reason we value it most is because we do whatever it takes to earn it. Call today to enjoy exceptional savings on a high-efficiency Carrier heating system. Turn to the experts you trust at Williams Comfort Air.
Back to the Indianapolis Indians on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
Bottom 6 at Victory Field, a beautiful night. I mean, just gorgeous. Temperature, game time was 86. Temperature dropping a little bit, even more pleasant. Full house tonight as Peguero will lead off. First pitch, he swings and misses. Had a diving one down and away, ball 1. Ludus out there for a second inning. Indians ahead 2-1. 0-1 bounces in for a ball, 1-1. Peguero got his first hit with the Indians his last time up. He pulled a single through the left side. 1 for 8 now since joining Indy. 1-1. Fastball a little bit high for ball 2. A little bit inside ball 3. We talked about Peguero coming over in a trade with Arizona, which coincidentally is where the Pirates are right now. You just wonder if maybe the injury news today might affect things in the next couple of weeks as far as their strategy at the deadlines. The 3-1 chopper foul, third base side. Hard to believe that, what was it, a month ago? Pirates were flirting with first place or in first place. Now they're 8.5 back. What was once a 4-team race has become a 2-team race, and at least for the time being, as the 3-2 is swung on and popped up. High into the air. Motter, I think he has room. Foul ground, first base side. Makes a catch just outside the first base coach's box near his left shoulder for out number 1. It's an interesting way to catch it, but I guess all is well that ends well. Here's Aaron Shackelford. One away, bases clear. Indians ahead by a run. First pitch swinging. Breaking ball swung over the top of it for strike 1. 10 homers, 36 RBIs on the year, a .237 hitter. is Shackelford. His time is called. I think that was by Shackelford. He never stepped out of the box, though, which made me think maybe it was the catcher, Barrera. Either way, we're ready to go now as the 0-1 is hit on a line but foul down the third base slide into the Yuengling landing, or just the left of it. You don't get too many souvenirs down there like that anymore. That one bouncing out just beyond the seats. 0-2 on Shackelford. The pitch bounces in. Oh, my goodness. Nobody knew where that one was going, and it came up, and I think it got the home plate umpire. I think it got James Jean, and Barrera looks over and says, well, kind of my bad. I don't know if you can really blame Barrera that much either, as that ball bounced in front of the plate. It's the second time we've seen that, although the first time didn't hit the umpire. This one did. Might have gotten on the mask. Kind of flexing his jaw a bit. Luckily has not asked for one of the trainers to come out. That's a good sign. He says he's fine, we're ready to go. Not a great way to make friends with the umpire, though. The 1-2. Shackelford, a golf swing and a pitch in the dirt, strike 3. Apparently it didn't affect him that much because he didn't ask for the appeal there. Strike 3. Shackelford down on strikes. Third strikeout for Ludus. Here's Grant Cook. Oh, nice job by a fan. Taylor Motter discarded a baseball by throwing it into the second deck. He got someone's attention. Is this one a bouncer back up the middle? Long run for Wynn. He has it. Underhand toss to first. How did he do that? My goodness, what a play by Mason Wynn. On a dead sprint up the middle over the top of second base. He goes underneath of his glove arm and gets enough speed on the baseball to retire Cook. Holy smokes, that's about as good of a throw as you'll see from a second baseman. It ends the inning, and after 6, it's the Indians 2, Redbirds 1.
The Hoosier Lottery is proud to champion dreams and help build a stronger, safer, smarter Indiana. Since 1989, we've given back more than $7 billion to good causes across the state. Each year, we contribute $30 million to local police and firefighters' pensions, as well as $30 million to the Teachers' Retirement Fund. We are proud to champion our Hoosier heroes who have dedicated their lives to lending a hand. Learn more at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery. Imagine that. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. Sometimes we try to fit it all in. Sometimes we don't know what's in store. Sometimes we find what we're looking for. Sometimes we're rolling easy and free. Sometimes 1 and 1 makes 3. So much to love along this ride. That's why Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
More for your money. Andy
Moore Nissan in Avon is Indiana's largest Nissan dealer because we have the Nissan you want in stock. And that saves you a ton of money.
Want to just sell your car? At Andy Moore, we'll buy your car today without you even leaving home. Just call us and tell us about your car, and we'll bring a check to your door. It's that easy.
So save a ton now at Indiana's largest, Andy Moore Nissan in Avon.
Andy Moore.
The Indianapolis Indians are always right here on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
New pitcher for the Indians as this game heads for the 7th inning. Indiana 8-1-1 call to the bullpen. Andre Jackson into the game. Recently acquired from the Los Angeles Dodgers. For the Indians, that is their 4th pitcher tonight. Big league rehabber just exiting the game. Jose Hernandez, a clean 6th inning. Jackson with Oklahoma City this year. We'll give you his numbers in just a minute. It's the first pitch, swing and a miss by Moises Gomez for strike 1. 94 on the gun there. With Oklahoma City this year, a .586 ERA in 11 outings. This is his first appearance with Indianapolis despite him getting acquired about a week ago. It's the 0-1. Fastball misses outside at 95 for ball 1.
Right, he's been here for the entire homestand, so he hasn't pitched in a while.
Try to shake some of the rust off and keep what's been going, which has been a pretty good pitching effort tonight from the Indians. Really good, actually, as the 1-1 fouled back. Jared Jones was phenomenal. 4 innings, 1 run, 7 strikeouts. And the thing that you love about Jones, he did have his back against the wall there for a moment in the 4th inning. He had the bases loaded with nobody out, and he limited the damage to just that 1 run. And that 1 run scored on a double play. It's the 1-2. Little bouncer back to the mound. Look what I found as Jackson grabs it before it goes up the middle. Underhand toss to first, and that retires Gomez.
Well, there's so much to like about Jared Jones. Fine young man, a terrific competitor. Terrific. And he has great stuff, too.
Well, we've had 2 really nice plays defensively to bookend the inning. Mason Wynn, I still don't know how he made that throw across his body on a ball up the middle to get Grant Cook to end the 6th inning. And then there, Jackson, a really nice play on a ball back through the box to get out number 1 of the 7th as the first pitch misses outside to Taylor Motter, ball 1. Motter developing a bit of a small fan club on the second deck on the first base side. It's the 1-0. Misses low and outside. You're supposed to root for the Indians, kids. But he's thrown a ball. Group of kiddos brought their gloves. He's thrown a ball up there a couple of times. Each time they've caught it. One of them has. Hasn't thrown a ball to us. As the 2-0 pitch misses outside. It's 3-0. 1 out in the inning. Base is clear. Motter, a .236 batter with Memphis this year. 7 long balls. 3-0. Coming plateward. Motter taking all the way, takes a strike, 95-mile-an-hour gas, 3-1. (3-1) on the outside corner as Motter luckily didn't drop his bat, but he started running up the first base line. He's told to come on back. That's strike 2, and the count's full. Time is called, and he'll need it. He was about 15 feet from the plate. If you're watching on Bally Live, one of the best videographers in the business, Alex Leachman, in the third base camera well, it seems. Known to mix it up on those foul balls here and there from time to time. As the 3-2. Ground ball to third on one high chop, fielded by Vinny Capra. The birthday boy fires across the infield to retire Motter. 5-3 in the putout. Alex might have just very well got that on video. 5-3 the putout at number 2.
Alex, Mr. Clutch Leachman.
He comes in the clutch. Check the footage. I saw him on his cell phone earlier in the game. Millennials. He was probably just pulling up Fox Sports 1260's iHeart feed to tune into the game. That's what I would like to think. Trace Barrera, the catcher, steps in. And Barrera, technically, I think they're going to say he called time, but I think he was pointing out that the pitch clock had wound down, and he felt like it should have been a violation on Jackson. And ironically, he might get charged with his timeout now. No violation. No pitch. That one counts. It's a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Barrera stays stationary in the batter's box after that first pitch. Didn't even move his foot. The 0-1. Fastball misses up and in for ball 1.
You know, you mentioned the term stationary. There's a first baseman way before our time named Zeke Benora. They used to say he played as stationary first base.
Stationary.
So his range wasn't exactly great.
1-1, swing and a miss for strike 2. Howard, are you an immaculate grid guy? Do you know what an immaculate grid is?
I know what an immaculate inning is.
Okay.
I know what a grid is.
Okay, I got to get you hooked on this. You would be, I would think you're going to score like probably the best score out there. I'll explain. It's the 1-2 pitch, swinging a chopper foul. The immaculate grid, Major League Baseball puts it out every day. It's a grid of 9 squares, and you got to match up. So you'll have like, for instance, a Houston Astros logo on the top, and on one of the rows on the side, you'll have like a Rockies logo. So you have to think who played for the Rockies and the Astros, and you type his name in that square. And if you get all 9 correct, it's an immaculate grid. It's the 1-2 pitch misses low and outside for ball 2. 2-2.
So far, I'm 0 for 1. Trying to think who played for the Astros.
Well, that's a bad
No,
example, but yeah, it's well. And then they throw in some other cool things too. It's not just teams. It'll be like Cy Young winner or MVP with 200 strikeouts or
Cy Young winners in both leagues, maybe something like that.
Yeah, something similar to that. So like you'll see the top of the grid be Cy Young, and then on the left side maybe it would be the Yankees, and you have to name one of the Yankees pitchers that won a Cy Young with the Yankees. It's a 2-2, misses low and outside.
That's a good question. You know who won the first ever Cy Young Award by a Yankees pitcher? Most people would guess the wrong man. They think of a Hall of Famer.
So it wasn't a Hall of Famer.
Nope.
3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Trace Barrera down on strikes, and Andre Jackson in his Pirates organization debut gets a 1-2-3 inning. We'll get the answer to that trivia question when we come back. And after we stretch, after 6.5, it's the Indians 2, Redbirds 1.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official team physicians for the Indianapolis Indians, with leading sports medicine experts that step up to the plate when you need answers, providing comprehensive sports care to athletes of all ages and abilities. Their accomplished sports medicine specialists can help you prevent, treat, and rehab sports-related injuries. So let's play some ball. Get back to it with Franciscan Health. Check out their full range of services at franciscanhealth.org/sports training.
Citizens Energy Group, Indy's local natural gas, water, wastewater, and thermal energy services provider, is hiring. At Citizens, we foster an inclusive and collaborative environment where employees work together to serve customers with unparalleled excellence and integrity. We offer competitive benefits that focus on the health and well-being of our employees and their families. With a variety of full and part-time positions available across a wide range of disciplines, chances are there's something for you. Work with cross-functional teams and explore career development opportunities to further enhance your skills. Our work goes beyond providing safe and reliable utilities. Citizens employees are the kind of people who are dedicated to making a difference in our community. If you're looking for a career in a trusted field, with an employer who values quality work and their employees, then Citizens Energy Group is where you want to be. View open positions and apply today at citizensenergygroup.com/careers.
Now back to your Indianapolis Indians on Fox Sports 1260, Indy's sports station.
Bottom 7 as we stretch here at Victory Field. Howard, you said Bob Turley, right? The Yankees Cy Young winner?
First ever Yankee Cy Young Award winner was Bob Turley in 1958. The award began in 1956.
Not to be confused with Bobby Hurley. As the pitch misses low to Vinny Capra, ball 1.
And Whitey Ford, who would be the guess most people, well, he won it 3 years later in 1961.
1-0. Drops in for a strike to Capra.
I'll tell you what Bob Turley did do. He had control issues, and so he went to a no wind-up delivery, which almost everybody uses now, not coming over their head in their wind-up.
1-1, and Capra swings and smacks it into right field. It's going to drop in, a base hit. Flags it down, does Gomez, and Capra on his birthday. It's 2 for 2. Or 2 for 3, excuse me. I tried to give him a gift. Howard said no.
2 hits.
2 for 3.
You have 2 hits, you've had a good day.
Said Bobby Hurley earlier. You know, Howard, this is probably the most Kentucky thing I've ever done, and that's prep for a basketball game in the middle of July.
Boy, you're going away. That's right. Next week.
Cats are representing Team USA. Global Jam event in Toronto was the pitch fouled back by Chris Owings. So I was supposed to be with you next weekend. So my apologies, a late ad.
Will you be doing play-by-play over there?
No, just the pre and post. But excited to see some national teams. You know, I don't know how well it's going to go for Kentucky because you're playing against national teams. These kids have been playing together for 10, 12, 15 years. Kentucky's been practicing for about 3 weeks together. And they just added a kid like a week ago from West Virginia. Literally just showed up 7 days ago. It's the 0-1 on the outside corner, a strike. But it'll be fun regardless. Canadian national team is there, German national team, and then a team comprised of a number of countries on the continent of Africa just playing as Team Africa And then UK's men's team is representing Team USA. They'll be in Team USA gear, USA basketball gear, so they won't be in blue and white. They'll be in red, white, and blue as the 0-2 chopped foul, third base side.
Whenever anybody mentions West Virginia, I immediately think of one person.
John Denver.
No. That's true. It's terrific. Almost heaven, West. Jerry West.
Ah, yes.
Way before your time.
Yeah.
Mr. Clutch. The original Mr.
The
Clutch.
logo.
Yep.
Country road. I won't sing. 2 strikes the count on Chris Owings. The pitch is fouled back into the screen. We just lost so many listeners and viewers.
You ever, you won't sing anymore, I guess, but this is, I'm sure it's on YouTube, but in the 1969-70 playoffs in Game 3 in L.A., he hit a shot. You had no three-point field goal then, so it tied it about 55 or 60 feet away, And as he shot it, I said, I am afraid. And it went right through.
0-2 to Owings. He reaches for it, sends a little flare out into right center, but moving to his left and grabbing it is O'Neal for out number 2.
And that tied the game, sent it into overtime, except Will Chamberlain thought the game was over, so he ran to the Lakers dressing room. He had to come back. But despite that shot by Jerry West, the Knicks won the game in overtime.
That was out number 1, getting ahead of myself here. 1 out with Vinny Capra at first base. Jerry West, the logo. Alika Williams, red-hot bat stepping in. He's 2 for 3 today. Tied the game with an RBI base hit. He also doubled earlier tonight, and he scored the go-ahead run at the moment. So he's been pretty much all the offense for the Indians, at least in some way, shape, or form. Average nearing 400 since June 14th. His first pitch to him, a breaking ball in the inside corner for strike 1 from Ludus. I always found it extremely confusing, Howard, as a kid. It's the 0-1. Williams swings and he pops it up. Left side of the infield, trickling out into the outfield now, very shallow center. Out there to get it and make the catch is Karakuda. Now it looks like Mason Wynn that made that catch. Yeah, that's Mason Wynn. I think they flip-flopped there up the middle. Not sure when that happened, but as Miguel Andujar takes one low and outside for ball 1.
Well, it was Mason Wynn who made that throw last inning, right?
I hope it was.
Playing second base, I think that was Mason Wynn.
Does not come down the line, that change, as the pitch in for a strike to Andujar. Still have Karakudo at short, Wynn at second. So we'll try to get that sorted out for you. That's definitely Wynn at short now, though. And that is Karakudo at second base.
Former Indianapolis Indian, Jamison Tyone.
As Andujar swings and rips it through the left side, a base hit. Big turnaround second for Capra, just giving it a look. He'll stop there, though. And the Indians have a 2-out rally brewing.
Jamison Tyone is throwing a one-hit shutout. The former Indianapolis Indian, and he and the Cubs lead the Yankees 3-0 in the bottom of the 8th in New York.
Time called. We might have a pitching change coming up.
And I'll tell you who did not get that one Yankee hit. It wasn't Aaron Judge. It wasn't he who got the hit.
Was it Volpe?
No, I'm not sure. I'll check. But I'm just saying it wasn't Judge.
Oh, yeah. Not possible. That was a very quick visit. I thought they were going to go get him. And Ludus is going to survive that very quick meeting. Interesting.
Gleyber Torres has the one hit.
Gleyber. Ryan Valet, the batter, he had a ground rule double his last time up into the right field corner. The pitch misses inside. That nearly hit Valade, but he's able to get out of the way for ball one. One-0. On the outside corner, a strike. It's 1-1. One on the outside corner for strike two. Well, the one thing we do know is the lineup card that was given to us, and we get it straight from the clubhouses, had Mason Wynn at second to begin the game. So we're trying to figure out exactly when he might have moved over to short. As the 1-2, swing and a miss, strike three. Valade went upstairs trying to chase that for a big 2-out RBI, but he comes up empty. Indians leave a pair, and at the end of 7, it's Indianapolis 2, Memphis 1.
WNDE, WFBQ, HD2, Indianapolis. We are Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
The right care, the right support, the right time. When your kids need highly skilled primary care, Riley Children's Health is right here for you. With morning, daytime, and evening appointments, and Saturday appointments too. Virtual visits and 24/7 online scheduling. Riley gives you more options for care from Indiana's top doctors for kids. Where, when, and how you need it. Call 1-888-IU-HEALTH or visit rileychildrens.org/more options.
The Hoosier Lottery is proud to champion dreams and help build a stronger, safer, smarter Indiana. Since 1989, we've given back more than $7 billion to good causes across the state. Each year, we contribute $30 million to local police and firefighters' pensions, as well as $30 million to the Teachers' Retirement Fund. We are proud to champion our Hoosier heroes who have dedicated their lives to lending a hand. Learn more at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery. Imagine that. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Hey, Indians fans. Looking for more home run savings on more selection? Head over to Andy Moore Nissan in Avon. Shop hundreds of your favorite new Nissans, including our Major League lineup of commercial vehicles and Rocky Ridge trucks. Our all-star financing team will help you get approved and on the road in no time. And when you need to service your vehicle, check out our state-of-the-art Premier Express Service Center. Get your Grand Slam deal today at Andy Moore Nissan in Avon, where more means more. Online at AndyMooreAvonNissan.com.
Back to the Indianapolis Indians on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
8th inning we go. Indians ahead 2-1. Back to the mic. Here's Howard.
Andrew, thank you so much. Yuniel Karakudo leads off. He is struck out swinging twice.
One housekeeping note, Howard. Richie Palacios has replaced Tyler O'Neill for Memphis.
And a breaking ball high and away.
He is in center. And we still need to nail down exactly when Wynn might have moved over to short. Going to work on that now.
Okay, good luck with that endeavor. And the 1-0 delivery. High and away, ball two, changeup. Andre Jackson in his Indians debut, and he had a 1-2-3 7th inning. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Big cut at a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, strike one. The right-hander sets and delivers. Fastball is fouled at the plate, strike two, 2-2. Time is granted by plate umpire James Jean to Karakudo. We're in the top of the 8th. Indians 2, Memphis 1. The 2-2 delivery is on the way. Swung on and line foul right side. It was a breaking ball down and in. The lights are on at this beautiful downtown ballpark at the corner of Weston, Maryland. And again, the 2-2 delivery. Fastball fouled back on the screen. It holds at 2-2. Jackson stretches and delivers. Fastball swing and a miss. He struck him out. One away. That'll bring up Kramer Robertson, who is struck out in both of his plate appearances, once looking, once swinging. Very large crowd on hand. A fireworks Friday at Victory Field. So our second fireworks show in 4 days. The right-hander's pitch. Fastball is high, ball one. Top of the eighth, one man out, bases empty. The righty stretches and delivers. Little bit outside, ball two. Vince Morales, our producer-director, Bally Live. Austin Cook, Fox Sports 1260, WNDE. And a fastball, swing and a miss, strike one. Milwaukee ahead of the Reds, 4-0, bottom four in Milwaukee. The Brewers 2 games behind Cincy in the battle for first in the NL Central, and the pitch misses high, ball three. And the count is 3-1. Jackson stretches and delivers. Low outside, ball four. And that's a one-out walk. It'll bring up Mason Wynn, who's walked and struck out twice. When he struck out in the 6th inning, the ball got away from the catcher, Cook. It was in the dirt, and it was a strikeout, and he reached base safely on a wild pitch. There is no action in the Indians' bullpen. One man on, one man out. And a fastball is a strike at the knees. Andre Jackson is Indians' debut, and he hasn't pitched in a while. Throw to first, not in time. He is 6'3", 210 pounds, 27 years old, from Arizona. Born in Arizona. Time called. Robertson had asked for time. He had gone back into the bag. Now we're ready to resume. No balls and a strike. One man on, one man out. Top of the 8th. Indians 2, Memphis 1. And a breaking ball pop foul to the right side, out of play. Strike 2. 0-2. Matt Koperniak, the on-deck hitter. Mason Wynn is quite the prospect. Ranked 3rd at the start of the season in the system. Throw over. Oh, they almost got him. They almost got him. Shackelford had to take the ball and swing to his right, and Robertson got back there. He leads away. He's got a lengthy lead. There he goes. Pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate. It holds at 0-2. And Kramer Robertson had a big lead and a big jump. He's stolen 15 and 19 attempts. And at first base, he represents the tying run. He has another very big lead. Jackson sets. Throw over, and no, he's safe. And a balk is called. And a balk is called. Here goes Miguel Perez out to argue. He's awarded second base. Safe was the call, then a balk call. So Robertson at second. Miguel Perez continues to talk with Anthony Perez, the crew chief. Now the discussion ends. Anthony also the first base ump. Oh and 2 on Mason Wynn. Keep an eye on that runner at second. He may take off again. Fastball, ground ball hit to second. Up with it, Williams. Runner advances. The flip to Shackelford. There are 2 outs. Robertson to third. So 2 down. The batter, Matt Koperniak, who was flied out, walked and scored and lined to second. Left-hand hitter, potential tying run 90 feet away. Jackson delivers. Fastball is swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh and 1. Jackson stretches. Runner at third leads. And the pitch fouled back on the screen off a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Indians are leading 2-1. We're in the top of the 8th, 2 down and a runner at third. The Indians are straight up defensively on this left-hand batter. Open stance, and the fastball rides high, ball 1. Left-hand batting, Richie Palacios on deck. Although he's up next, there's nobody in the on-deck circle. And the 1-2 pitch hit in the air to left field. Andujar going back, still going. He may get there, and he makes the catch. A step from the warning track. Side retired. At the end of 7.5, Indians 2, Memphis 1.
Hey baseball fans, have you struck out with your current internet provider? Does their lack of support leave you feeling like you have no bullpen? And does the fact that they don't provide local 24/7, 365 support leave you feeling like you've been tossed from the game? If you're looking to hit a home run and avoid these issues, why not go with local provider 9-Star Connect? They have over 125 years in the business and have helped many people like you win the game. Visit www.9starconnect.com today and see why we are different.
Did shopping for flooring ever leave you dazed and confused? Life just got easier. Now there's Tisch Flooring. In-home shopping at warehouse prices. That's right, we bring samples to you. Carpet, hardwood, tile, we have it at warehouse prices. Nights, weekends, no problem. We work on your schedule. No obligation estimates, great design advice, and installation quality you'll love. It's Tisch color, texture, and style, and always at warehouse prices. Tisch Flooring. In-home shopping, warehouse prices.
When you choose Andy Moore Kia, you'll always be treated like the MVP. That's what makes them the 2022 Dealer of the Year and Consumer Satisfaction Award winner. Plus, this season, they're proud to partner with your Indianapolis Indians. You won't just win at Victory Field. You'll score big with their easy, more-to-your-door vehicle delivery program. So choose Andy Moore Kia this season and score great deals on your next new Kia. Online at andymorekia.com.
More for your money.
The Indianapolis Indians are always right here on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
Confirmation coming in that it is Mason Wynn at short, Junio Caracudo at second. Further confirmation is an Indiana 811 call to the bullpen. Dalton Roach, 6'2 righty from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, is into the game. Minor league free agent 4 years ago already, but still with this St. Louis organization. He enters in just a one-run game. Indians trying to salt their lead.
Okay, Andrew, and Cannon Smith and Jigba leads off. Reached on an error, bounced out a couple of times, 0 for 3. And the first pitch is a breaking ball in for a strike. Bottom of the 8th, Indians 2, Memphis 1. And a breaking ball over the outside corner, strike 2. As Andrew said, Dalton Roach now in to pitch for Memphis. Time granted to Smith and Jigba. I got an idea. How about if we play ball again? What's going on
They
here?
did a quick challenge.
Oh, okay.
Was a strike. Caught that corner. I think that's one left, right? If I'm doing my mental math right.
Oh, you're on the ball. And the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball is low. He checked the swing. Roach stretches and delivers. And it's lined to left field. However, it's going to hang up. And Yepes makes the catch. One away.
Well, Howard, you were joking off the air about that deficit in Milwaukee Cincinnati was facing, 4-0. Andrew Abbott settled into the game. Joey Votto just hit a 2-run homer to cut that lead in half, and the Reds have one on rallying yet again. They lead the major leagues and come from behind wins. And they have a winning record when trailing on the road.
That's something. Liover Peguero, the batter, and a breaking ball outside, and it's an incredible feeling in that dugout when you are coming from behind and winning games. You feel so confident. You don't feel worried when you fall a few runs behind. It's contagious. It's great. And a breaking ball strike at the knees.
Of the 30 teams in Major League Baseball, they are the only one, even the Braves, that have trailed on the road that have a winning record in that scenario. That's also because the Braves are just running out on everybody.
Yeah, they don't trail much.
No.
Here's a pitch outside. That's a ball.
Well, the crazy stat about the Braves in the last 20 games, what is it, 2 losses in the last 20 or 21 games? 4 of the 21 have been one-run games. 3 of the 4, and 1 of the losses was with the Reds.
Well, they also beat the Reds 2 out of 3 in Cincinnati, correct?
Right.
Breaking ball low
and
away.
And that's what I'm saying. Of the 21 games, 4 have been one-run games. 3 of the 4 one-run games were against the Reds.
The only time you can beat them is in a one-run game.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking about that stat not too long ago. Here's a swing and a miss at a fastball. The 76 world champion Reds won 102 games. And I remember being in Cincinnati in September that year, and their record in one-run games was about 500. And the pitch is outside. Those were the only games they would lose because they would blow teams out so often. So a walk to Peguero, an MHS walk for health, and that is the first walk issued tonight by Memphis pitching.
I went to dinner with the.
Glad you would have been hungry.
Yeah. When the Braves came to town before that series, I was in Cincinnati and I went to dinner with one of their athletic trainers. And I told him, it just seems like you guys never lose.
Runner going, pitch in there, throw to second, not in time. And I mean, Peguero had a great jump, and he steals second. Just a great jump. The throw was in the dirt. It wouldn't have mattered had it been accurate. He stole that one off Roach. And he represents an insurance run at second with 1 out.
Yeah, that'd be mighty nice to get him across.
Indians 2, Memphis 1, bottom of the 8th. And a breaking ball, a little bit outside a ball, 1-1. One out and a runner at second in the bottom of the 8th. Rhodes stretches and delivers. And a breaking ball hit high in the air, right center field, deep but playable. Palacios, the center fielder, has it. Runner at second tags, and Peguero goes to third. Fans are applauding. He goes to third, but that's the second out of the inning. The batter is Grant Cook. Struck out twice and grounded out. Right-hand batter. Indians 2, Memphis 1, 2 down, runner at third, bottom of the 8th. And a breaking ball hit high in the air to center. I don't know if Palacios sees it. Now he does. He makes the catch. He extended his arms straight out when the ball left the bat, indicating I don't see it, but he did pick it up. It's twilight. And at the end of 8, Indians 2, Redbirds 1.
Now, when an injury comes out of left field, they've got your back. Franciscan Health Sports Medicine provides comprehensive sports care to athletes of all ages and abilities, from students to weekend warriors to college and semi-pros. As the official team physicians for the Indianapolis Indians, they can get you out of the dugout and onto that diamond again. Check them out at franciscanhealth.org/sports training. That's franciscanhealth.org/sports training.
More for your money. Andy Moore.
Andy Moore Nissan in Avon is Indiana's largest Nissan dealer because we have the Nissan you want in stock. And that saves you a ton of money.
Want to just sell your car? At Andy Moore, we'll buy your car today without you even leaving home. Just call us and tell us about your car, and we'll bring a check to your door. It's that easy.
So save a ton now at Indiana's largest Andy Moore Nissan in Avon.
Andy Moore.
Why is Elements Financial like a bank, only better? One reason is we are here for you both near and far. We're proud to be respected locally and accessed globally. You are likely to see us at your own workplace. Elements is based in Indiana, yet accessible from anywhere. And overall, we're helping you to be smarter with your money in any situation. Visit us at elements.org to learn more reasons we are like a bank, only better. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Now back to your Indianapolis Indians on Fox Sports 1260, Indy Sports Station.
New pitcher for the Indians as we go to the 9th inning. 2-1, Indians on top. New pitcher on the hill, Indiana 8-1-1 call to the bullpen as we have a save situation. It's Colin Selby, the hard-throwing righty, trying to lock this one down. Quite the change in plan for Selby, Howard. You have to go way back to the first inning. He was warming up in case J.C. Flowers couldn't get out of the first inning. Here he is to pitch the 9th, ahead by 1.
Okay, Andrew. Richie Palacios leading off. Left-hand hitter. Brother Josh, a former Indianapolis Indian, a Pittsburgh Pirate. Now here's a swing and a bouncing ball to second. Nice big hop to Williams. The flip to Shackelford. One pitch, one out in the top half of the 9th inning with the Indians ahead 2-1.
Yeah, that 96-mile-an-hour fastball, almost a sinker, had some late bite on it. He just drove that straight into the ground.
Absolutely. The batter, Juan Yepes. He singled in 3 at-bats. Indians have turned over 2 big double plays tonight. Both of them 6'4", 3 DPs. The defense, straight up. And a fastball fouled back out of play, strike 1. 0-1. Time called.
Using that time call early in the AB. Remember seeing St. Paul in town, they would do it with 2 strikes every single time.
Yep, here's a swing and a miss. You and I aren't deep enough thinkers to do that.
I just can't. I'm not that much of a planner, you know. I can't think ahead.
Looking ahead.
Yeah.
Strategy.
I need the timeout now.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a breaking ball. And there are 2 outs in the 9th inning.
He set him up perfectly. 2 pitches with good velo, and then he goes off speed. Bat way out in front, timing all off, and the pitch wasn't relatively close, and that's the benefit of getting ahead. 0-2, it opens that playbook wide open for you.
13,360 on hand. The batter, Moises Gomez. The Indians an out away. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 1. We had 14,130 on Tuesday. And the 0-1 pitch, swung on, popped up foul, right side out of play. 0-2. The Indians a strike away from the victory, and time is called and granted to the batter, Gomez. Now, Gomez is a man with whom you can't afford to make a mistake. He's got a lot of power. 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's all. That's all. 3 up and 3 down, and the Indianapolis Indians have won it. They defeat the Memphis Redbirds 2-1. Thanks for watching the Indianapolis Indians on Bally Live. Indians postgame extra is next on Fox Sports 1260 WNDE.
To survive the perils of history and time, a brewery needs to hold true to the values it was founded on. Yuengling, America's oldest brewery, began brewing lager close to 2 centuries ago. We're still here today because we made a damn good beer that tastes the way beer's supposed to. Yuengling Traditional Lager. Respect. It's earned.
My daughter's making college plans, and she's got a long wish list for her future. We toured IUPUI, and we're impressed. With the campus located in downtown Indianapolis, she'll have access to real-world opportunities that will put her education to work. And with professors ranked in the top 50 nationwide for exceptional undergraduate teaching, she'll have the guidance she needs to make her future goals a reality. Want to know more? Go to iupui.edu.
It's that time of year again. Baseball and fun outdoors. Make Family Leisure your one-stop shop for outdoor fun. Family Leisure is the area's largest dealer of pools, spas, patio furniture, play gyms, outdoor rooms, and more. Open 7 days a week at the corner of Pendleton Pike and Oak Landon Road. Or you can shop online at familyleisure.com. Proud sponsor of the Indians for over 20 years. Stop in with the family. Mention Indianapolis Indians and get a free baseball. Family Leisure, where family and fun come together.
Time now for the Indianapolis